Hey guys, it's Justin again, and this is the 5th time, maybe the 6th, that I've shot this video. So I'm going to try and keep this one a little bit shorter and sweeter, and maybe we won't have any problems this time. Let me just make sure my audio levels look good. Yep, we're looking good. So, it's been a while since we've done a discussion video. There's a couple reasons for that. And I thought that now would be a good time. This was partly inspired by the last couple videos Zach has put out. I'll try and link those down below if I can remember to do it. I do highly recommend them. One of them is called Who's the Best YouTuber, and the Gunpla YouTuber, and the other one is called I Finally Figured It Out, I think, something like that, something along those lines. I took a little break from painting and working on anything after the God Gundam. I spent the last week and a half, 2 weeks almost, playing The Division. So I apologize to all of you for neglecting my video content. I have been working on some stuff a little bit, kind of on the side a little bit, but I haven't made significant enough progress that I've felt like I need to shoot any more video. So hopefully by next week I'll have more content. I've got a couple tutorials I want to shoot. Thomas is finally feeling better again, so we can start shooting the tutorial series with Thomas again, and we have loads of content, like I said, planned for you guys. So before we jump into things, I do want to shout out my patrons real quick. We have Andy, we have Gil, we have SD, we have Rex, and we have a newcomer, our good friend Nick. So thank you guys so much for your support. Welcome to the team, and hopefully you guys enjoy what I have lined up for you guys. If you are interested in Patreon, there is information down below. Go ahead and check that out. We're going to start with some backstory. We're going to jump into this. The topic here is going to be kind of finding your enjoyment in the hobby, doing things that you like, and just generally being happy. I think a lot of people have some misconceptions about why some of the YouTubers and some of the bigger names in Gunpla do what they do, or why they do things that they do. So when I made my channel, I had no plans at all, zero plans to make any kind of tutorials, anything like that. I didn't think that I was going to ever break, hell, even 100 subscribers or views or anything like that. That's not something that I wanted to, that was not really my goal. And, now it's not my goal again. The whole point of this channel was I had started building Gunpla back when I got my last job. I worked at a gas station, and I finally had a card that I could use to buy things online, and I wanted an adult hobby that wasn't buying video games that I wasn't going to play. I was in a bad habit of buying 8 million games, and I might play one of them. So I wanted to do something that would occupy my time, and something that would, I guess, be productive, more productive. There's nothing wrong with playing video games. I still do it. I still play lots of video games. Like I just said at the beginning, me and Gunpla Geo, the guy I'm doing the build off with the Musha for, we've been playing a ton of The Division. So definitely still a big part of my life, but not as much now, because I don't spend as much money doing that. I spend more of my time and my money on Gunpla, because I can take something, turn it into something else, and I have something physical to show for it, and that's what I wanted. I started this channel so that I could document my progress, and I could share it with anybody who might be interested. It was almost like a vlog type of thing. I wanted to see what I was doing, where I started, where I grew, and how things progressed from when I started this channel. Well, I met a few people. I met a lot of people through this hobby. A lot of people. Like early on, me, Jim, Simon, my friend Jeff, the FIL, the Muddle Modeler, a handful of others. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. But tons of really welcoming people in this community that really helped drive my desire to keep doing this. And then I started doing, I did like a tutorial video, and it's a long tutorial video. It's like 20-some minutes long, and it just kind of clicked, and that was just what I wanted to do, is make tutorial videos. So I started integrating those into my regular video rotation, and you know, it's just what I enjoyed doing. It's still what I enjoy doing. Now, as a product of that, I don't earn a ton of followers. My channel doesn't grow on a really exponential rate because, first of all, I don't post super frequently. I post once a week. I'm on a niche within a niche, if that makes any sense. The Gunpla community, the Gunpla hobby is really, really catered towards doing a multitude of different things. These models are made to be collected. These models are made to be easy to assemble with minimal tools, but they're also made that you can customize them and things like that. They're made for basically everybody. Anybody who can hold a pair of nippers can participate in this hobby. And because of that, a large portion of the community is centered on the building and collecting aspect. And then there's also where the anime tie-ins, you know, you have a lot of people who are here who enjoy the anime, and there's nothing wrong with either any of those things, really. But my goal has never been to get subscribers. I just wanted a cool hobby that I could put a lot of effort and work into and see a return on. Not a financial return, but like, if anybody who's played Dark Souls know what it's like to beat a boss, when you've struggled and struggled and struggled and you finally finish it, it's like a weight off of you. And that's kind of the feeling I get when I finish a big project or work on a model. And that's, you know, not a lot of people are into that side of the hobby, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, like I said. I'm incredibly fortunate to have the followers that I have. I consider myself incredibly fortunate to have met the people that I've met and networked with the people that I have. But I do everything that I do because I like it, not because I want to be successful at it, or because I want to be the biggest name in it, or because I'm making money off of it. None of that is really a concern for me. I do what I do because I enjoy it. I have a job that I work 30 to 80 hours a week, depending on what's going on, what time of the year it is. But yeah, I associate, you know, like I said, I associate turning something into a career as something that you start to worry about. Am I going to have enough? Am I going to do enough to make enough money to put food on the table, to put gas in my car, to make rent, pay the bills? And that's not something I'm interested in turning my hobby into. There's nothing wrong with monetization. I don't think there's a problem with that. I'm doing this anyway. You know, I have the ability to monetize my videos. It doesn't cost anybody anything to watch my videos besides time, and that is, I'm the most grateful for anybody who spends the time to watch my videos, especially the whole thing. But you know, I get nickels per video. You know, it's not, I don't make a ton of money on these videos, and that's okay with me because I'm doing it anyway. So I might as well. The only reason I have it monetized is because it doesn't cost you anything, and I get the tiniest little kickback on it, and it helps me buy things to make my channel better. Basically, I bought webcams, I bought a camera, microphones, things like that, and I plan on continuing to do that. But you know, I'd be making the content that I was making now if I had 1,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers, simply because the content that I create and the things that I do are things that I enjoy doing anyway, so I'm going to keep doing them. This is just kind of, I don't want you guys to think I'm just kind of venting here. I'm just kind of using these things as stepping stones to talk about what I want to talk about in this video. the question that I basically want to ask you guys is, how do you enjoy the hobby? And at what point does the hobby become less enjoyable or totally unenjoyable for you? Where's that line? Where's that balance? And how do you enjoy the hobby? What is it that you think is the best practice for enjoying the hobby? Last year for me, I really, for whatever reason, kind of lost sight of why I started the channel in the first place. And I really started kind of stressing out about YouTube channels that were doing better than me, that were newer than mine, and YouTubers and Instagram posters and stuff that had more followers than I did, and stuff like that. And it's kind of this weird, I don't know. It's part of it is like the way social media works. It's a business. Anybody who signs up for an Instagram account is more or less a dollar sign for somebody else. And a good example of this is Instagram. Instagram got rid of the chronological feed in favor of placing paid advertisements, in favor of filtering celebrities and higher subscribed accounts, more engaged posts to the top of the feed, because it thinks that that's what you want to see. And for a hobby like ours, it kind of hurts newer, smaller individuals, because rather than showing somebody's effort who is new to the hobby and somebody who wants feedback or wants to grow or wants to learn things, wants to network and interact, you only see these people who have 10,000 plus followers, who abuse hashtags, who they may buy followers. They use like the YouTuber tactics where they're like, oh, hey, comment my post and tell me this. Or, if that was the route I wanted to go, there's a million videos on YouTube. There's websites. There's things like that teach you how to use those tactics to improve your engagement. That is not something I'm interested in doing, because, again, I don't want to make this a job. This is not something that I am looking to monetize to the point that I can make a living off of it. It'd be cool to have this as like a just in case thing, but not my interest. Like I said, I have a job that I enjoy. I'm incredibly fortunate. I know not everybody has that luxury, but it's not for me. This is something I do to separate myself from the rest of real life. And because of that little time that I spent worrying about my followers and worrying about all these other people that were doing what I considered or perceived to be less than me, or not as well as me, but doing better, it really put me in a negative headspace. And then, like, all the drama from last year that was going down, I was somehow found myself in the middle of that. I got so wrapped up in seeing who was saying what was going on, and I stopped enjoying the hobby for a really long time. And I stepped away for a little while, and I tried Warhammer. I have a local Warhammer community, so if I wanted to go do something that I could build and paint, and then I could turn around and play a game, it was really like everything that I love all lumped into one. I could do it, and it was available locally, where I could participate with real people. I don't have to use the computer as a bridge to see the things that I want to see. I could go and see them in real life. But I missed Gunpla. It was really weird, because I was so tired of it, but I missed it. So I kind of sat down and I got myself back into my old mindset, that my old mentality that this was something I wanted to do for fun. This is something I wanted to do to enjoy myself. I wanted to grow as a person and as a modeler. I wanted to make what I wanted to make because that's what I wanted to make. And that's kind of where I jump started this year, is like I wanted to make higher quality content that had better editing. It was better to look at. It was more clear. It was more concise. I wanted to convey whatever I was trying to teach in an easy to understand and easy to digest manner. And I think so far I've succeeded in that. The videos I've put out this year, I think, as far as quality, have far overshadowed anything that I've done in the past by a lot. I'm very happy with that. And as a product of that, I've also kind of learned to love editing video. I used to really kind of sit down and I'd be like, I don't want to do it. But now it's like it's part of what I look forward to doing. This video, I've got to stitch together some parts, so I'm looking forward to doing that. But I'm done addressing negativity in the hobby. If I see somebody being incredibly toxic to another person, I might call that out. If somebody is struggling to defend themselves, I will reach out and defend that person. But if somebody reaches out to me in a negative manner, I'm just going to unfollow and block and call it a day, because this is not something that I'm going to lose any sleep over. I'm not going to promote others through negativity. I'm not going to... I'm just not going to entertain it. It's just not... It's not for me. I'm here to build cool robots that I like. I'm here to paint stuff. I'm here to share tips and techniques and tutorials with you guys, because that's what I want to do, not because I think that I'm going to be famous or make money doing it. That's not me. Like I said, I want this community to grow. There are people who buy models and never touch them. There are people who only snap build their models. There's people who paint their models. There's people who customize their models. There's people who kit bash their models. There's people who build their own models from nothing. And I think that anybody and everybody within those brackets are welcome in this community. There's so many sides to the Gunpla community, be it the anime community, the modeling community, the gaming community. Everybody has a home here. I want to make sure that anybody who has the desire to join this portion of the community, the modeling side of things, I want to make sure that you feel welcome, and I want to make sure you have the information that you need to do the things that you want to do. And that is what I get enjoyment from. Every so often I'll get messages of people thanking me for posting the things that I post, and those messages mean the world to me. Not as like an ego boost, but it just feels good to know that what I'm doing isn't for nothing. If I can help one person with a tutorial video, if I can reach one person with this kind of video and spark some discussion, and we get something positive out of it, that's a victory for me. One person, that's all it takes. On to the discussion side of things. What do you guys think are the best ways to enjoy the hobby? I know that this is a pretty solitary thing. You can shut the computer off, you can shut off the phone, and you can sit down and build for yourself and not post it anywhere. But for those of you who do post your stuff online, who do actively engage in the community, do you think that the amount of followers that you have or get, the amount of likes and comments and stuff like that, does that encourage you or discourage you to do things a certain way? Do you guys think that that using those tactics that I talked about earlier to get subscribers and get people to engage with your posts, do you think that potentially hurts or helps anything? Do you think that there's a positive or a negative side to any of that? Are there any groups or communities out there that you think are worth checking out? Be it Facebook, Instagram, through Discord servers, things like that. Put them down below, guys. Let's get some discussion going. Let's grow some communities. Let's be positive. Let's keep building. Let's make this community a wonderful place for everybody, because everybody has a place here. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Later.